Hey y'all, it's your girl Laura, and this is Too Raw, the Empower Women with some real ass words. So today's topic is about why are women so masculine? I know, this is a big deal. This is something that's been going back and forth, and I think it's very interesting. So I wanted to tap in. Let's start off by talking about what is masculinity, okay? It's basically when a female is doing shit that they think males are supposed to do. Characteristics, right? Getting your own bag, speaking up for yourself, being independent, things of that nature. Well, I do have a debate on that, but I ain't even gonna get into that because that's a whole nother topic. All right, y'all, let's get to raw. I want you guys to really kind of dig deep into how to become more, as they say, the soft girl, right? And what that looks like. Well, it can look like a couple things, right? So I believe that chivalry is not dead, but it does take a soft woman to accept that, right? I can previously say in my last relationships, I really didn't allow my man to really do for me because I felt like I'm an independent woman, right? Y'all heard the song. I don't even know how to spell it right. You're not going to challenge me like that, but that's okay. But, like I said, I didn't allow myself to accept those flowers or, be complimented because I'm like, fuck do you want? You know what I mean? And that's wrong, but that's because I was in that more masculine lighting. Now I'm in a position where I am becoming that soft girl by letting my guard down. I let my guards down, and it's not a bad thing, guys. It is hard. It's not easy, but I allow myself to open up, to my significant other so that those things can happen. If you bring me flowers, I'm not questioning if he fucked up or did some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like going to those masculine things, those insecurity things, those things that allow you to feel more independent. Other things that you could kind of acknowledge to kind of deeply dive into that soft girl phase is, with friends, building bonds, learning to open up, because being vulnerable is hard, being vulnerable with your significant other, but it's also hard building those relationships because we don't know what Karen got behind her thoughts, when I'm really talking to her, or when she offers to take me out to get my nails done, girl, let's do a girl's day. What you bringing, you know what I mean? Like, what negativity are you bringing to the table that may make me want to, bulk up in that moment? So being that soft girl in that situation, building those bridges, opening up to different networks and different experiences, going on girls' trips. Again, these are boundaries, guys, that you need to set for yourself so that you can allow yourself to really dive into this. It is very, very important. We do not all do it. Some girls do it better than others. Because I promise you, sometimes I'll be scrolling on TikTok and all of that, and I see these girls, they're doing girls trips, and I'm wondering, why? Because last week your girlfriend asked you, did you want to go to Jamaica? And you told her no because why? You didn't even really have no full excuse. But that's just being in that independent role. So relax a little. Accept more things. If somebody wants to do something nice for you, step into that soft girl role. If your man or your woman wants to get your hair done, get your nails done, do those things. Also, guys, therapy, it's really helpful. You guys can book a one-on-one session with me. No, I am not a licensed therapist, but I am a motivational speaker. I'm here for you. I can help you get through these things. But if you don't want me because we're too close and I'm just too lovely, do that. That allows you to figure out what are your triggers, what is making you become more tough, and what allows you to stay in that loop. These are facts that are going to really help you elevate yourself. Know how to switch it on and off, because sometimes you might need to dive into that role, but I don't recommend it, guys, because if you leave yourself a little room for masculinity, it might become masculine and take over, and then that soft girl that you didn't work your ass off for is long and gone. Please, these are things that you can use, tips that I think you should be able to understand and apply to your life. You want to be that soft girl, do these things. You want to stay masculine, hey, that's on you. Remember, we all got things that we want to do, but I want to be feminine. I want to be that soft girl. I want to continue to have these weird ass, big ass lashes because I just like when I flicker. That's on me. You know what I mean? Or get my nails done because I just want to feel lifted, elevated. This is just all me. And whatever it takes for you to do, you need to do that. Okay, y'all?
Are you looking to be empowered this year? Then you might want to join the push. Every week, we're going to have a group call that's going to be meditational with other empowered women who are looking to grow this year. Gain some wise counsel from our founder, Laura, as she guides you each week to go through the week with grace, patience, and kindness. Head to toempower.org to get your subscription today. Back to the episode.
Let's go ahead and get too devoted. So I want you guys to really focus on, like I said, masculinity and femininity. The do's and the don'ts, basically. I want to challenge you to be more feminine, right? Step outside your box. Let your hair down, right? So maybe if you find yourself getting into more masculine situations where if it's with a man or a woman, whichever choice you have, or just, being single, but having to step up those masculinity roles, then you need to pay yourself, because no, we should not be doing that. And I'm sorry, I don't try to tie things, statistics with labels, but truth is we got to hold ourselves accountable. And I'm starting to do this. So if I feel like I have a man in my house and I'm having to take out the trash, or, you know what I mean? Like, you're telling me to be submissive, but I'm going to work, also cooking and cleaning. There's no fit, you know what I mean? There's no room for me to prioritize myself. I need to pay myself, because that's the moment that I'm really not owning up to my shit and really, diving into that femininity role. So I challenge you guys to go ahead and do that. Hold yourselves accountable, guys. Don't, because nobody's around and they don't see you doing it, or they don't see you hold your shit accountable, don't surpass that moment. In those moments, shit, you should double pay yourself. But it's cool. I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna make you broke, because you're gonna realize how much you have not allowed yourself to really fully develop into being that feminine woman. Also, guys, if you feel like your environment is making you masculine, right, where you're hanging around bitter ass women that's telling you what, how to live and how to be, you got to change that too. That also ties into it as well. We can go on and on and on and on, guys, but it's very important for you to, go ahead and acknowledge that. I also want you guys to know that the biggest point about being feminine is truly being who you are. I probably really didn't have a chance to figure out what that glossy lip girl looked like until now. But it feels damn good. Like, when I get my hair done, when I do my makeup, when I take myself out on dates, and it's not often, because I'm raw with y'all. Y'all know I don't be holding that shit. But when I do take my time to really cater to myself, or allow my man to do it, it feels good. Like, he told me, like, babe, I know we had to hit these bills, and we had to do all of this, and I wasn't able to, cater for your birthday. And I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay. But truthfully, that makes him feel more like a man, and that makes me be more submissive and really step into that puddle of femininity. So don't hold yourself short. Allow people to do for you, and allow room for you to do for yourself, because it's very important.
Are you looking for some one-on-one advice from a motivational speaker? Laura has officially started her cool-off sessions. Get encouraged for 30 minutes to release stress, pain, and grief. You can either meet with her for 30 minutes or for 1 hour. Head to toempower.org today to schedule your cool-off session. Back to the episode.
I do have a scripture for you guys. I want you guys to go ahead and get to Empower. To Empower is where I really kind of just let you guys know a scripture that I feel relate to the topic, that kind of just helps you dive more into it spiritually. For those that are not spiritual, there's no judge. Do your thing. You float your boat, and I still love you. But for those that really want a deeper connection and kind of want to hold themselves accountable, right? Figuring out their triggers and really knowing what it means to be a woman in general. And I might get some women that debate on this, but it's okay. It's too raw, y'all. This is where we get real, where we get raw, and where we really talk our shit. So my scripture is from Ephesians 5:22. It says, wives, be subject to your husband as to the Lord. So I picked this because, some of y'all out here that's got these long-term ass boyfriends, y'all need to figure it out. You know what I mean? Know your worth. And if you don't want to be married, that's on you. But still, if you're acting as such, then you need to know, like, really fully diving into your role as a woman. It feels good to be submissive. I was a motherfucker that's always strong, arrogant, hold herself like masculine. So again, when I finally got the opportunity to cook and clean, it made me feel really happy, because I feel like this is my home, right? When they see the man and the woman, they don't think of the home as the man, they think of me. So like, this is a replica of me. So when people step into my crib, they step into my zone, they get an idea of who I am. So being submissive to your husband is very important, guys. Like, don't debate about it. If you feel like you can't be submissive to that man or that woman, that means that they're not for you. You know what I mean? And I don't mean it from a masculine standpoint. If you're the more masculine energy, then this is not for you. I'm talking to those people that really like diving into that submissive role, that feminine role, that cutie lollipop. I don't know, y'all. That was what I came with, but like that type of demeanor. That's what I want to be. So these are the things that I'm doing. Hi, Saya. It's okay, y'all. That's my nephew. Recording session, okay. But really dive into that scripture. It goes a little deeper further after, but I really wanted to narrow on that point, because we were talking about just how to be feminine, right? And to relinquish everything that ties you to just saying like, go make your own plate, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I give a fuck about his feelings, space, boundaries. Also, guys, boundaries is very important. Setting those boundaries will help you become masculine and feminine. Don't forget that, okay? I just had to go back into that, because if you don't set that, that's setting the tone. Setting the tone of your relationship is very important. Setting the tone with your individuality is important. So when people come around you, they know exactly how to treat you. And you know exactly how to adjust to them. Period, okay? Y'all, I do want you guys to tune into the last episode in case you didn't catch it. It was about me and my siblings, all right? About how the trauma we live day to day and how we're learning to cope with our triggers. It kind of goes as a part 2 to this, but go and follow it. Go and listen. These are words that you guys need to hear. And if it's not for you, go and share it, because maybe somebody will step into it and really get themselves out of that dark circle, or know how to deal with their obsessive drinking, partying, and just not being aware of their own surroundings and their realities with what's going on. So check that out, y'all. It only takes 2 seconds. Now, don't forget, if you guys want to learn how to be more feminine, remember, step into that lollipop girl that I was really telling you guys about. Join Bloom, where you relinquish the negative things about yourself, the masculine things, and rebuild the person that you want to be. Establish it, own up to it, and don't take no for no answer. Go ahead and go on my website, toempower.org, to get more information. Maybe you need to get a one-on-one with me, but learn a little bit more. Don't forget, I do have an episode, May 6th, is going to be about prioritizing your mental health. Again, guys, this is like a 3-part series about how to hold yourself accountable, how to become the new you, and really stand true it. I love you guys. Bye.
You fucking real, man. Come on.